Okay, this is take two. Wanted to do a demo of my edge rig. I'll put a photo up kind of here-ish about what I'm actually using. But briefly, I have kind of four pedals that work, try and give me a lot of the early sort of late 80s, early 90s U2 sounds. The first one is I got a Cali 76 compressor. Edge used a compression sustainer, Boss version of it. This one's the stacked version, but it's set pretty light in terms of compression, so you don't really notice. The main pedal the rig is built around is a Universal Audio Ruby, and I've got a setting from the top boost channel that's basically dead clean, with as much bass as I can give it before it kind of farts out. The delay is both a dotted eighth note delay and a stereo ping pong quarter note delay, all provided by a Source Audio collider, and you'll hear that. You can hear it kind of go back and forth in stereo if you're wearing headphones at the moment. The magic pedal and kind of the dark horse of the whole thing is a Zwingli SDD-3k. This pedal is a little weird. It's designed to emulate a preamp on a Korg SDD-3000 rack mount delay unit. Well, what's that? Well, that's a rack mount delay. You could buy a studio effect, and Edge was famous for using these back in the 80s. And there was a boost on the front end of the delay unit. And this was to basically raise up your signal if you were going with a guitar straight into the delay unit, because it was designed for synthesizers and sort of line level effects, not guitar level effects, so it had a boost on it. And the boost is the opposite of a transparent overdrive. It very much colors your tone. The weird thing about this pedal and the weird thing about the boost is all the weird gain kicks in this really narrow range of the input volume control. The pedal has three inputs on it, or three dials on it: input, output, and level. Level is just a straight volume control. Output, as far as I can tell, doesn't really do much until it's in the very last region of the pedal. It's primarily, sonically what it does is kind of raises the bass a little bit. And then lastly, the input dial is where all the clipping happens. And if we turn it down, the pedal doesn't sound like anything through like 80% of its range. And then all of the weird stuff happens in the top 20% of the gain region of the pedal. So let me play you a bit with the pedal off so you can get a bass tone. I'm also using these scratchy Herdim magic picks. They've got kind of a texture on them that's, Edge is really well known for using these. You can get them on eBay or Amazon for like $1 each or whatever. But they're kind of important to the sound. I didn't realize how much using a scratchy pick would actually contribute to the sound. But here you go. Kick the Zwingli on now, and you'll see what I mean. So far it doesn't sound like anything. If I adjust the volume to make the loudness levels equal, still nothing. I got the dial currently on 9 o'clock. I'm going to turn it just one iota of a thing, and you'll see what I mean. Sudden I get this coloration of the sound that pushes all these upper mid harmonics. And if I turn up the output a little bit as well, the output again doesn't actually change the loudness level of the pedal for reasons I don't really get. I get this. What it does is it punches kind of the lower mids and the bass a little bit. And if I turn up the input, which is really the gain, just a hair more, turn down the level. Here, all of a sudden, I've adjusted the knobs maybe 3-4% of the full rotation, and I'm getting all this distortion kicking in all of a sudden. And that's very much the sound with the edge. Again, here is it with no Zwingli. Here's it with the Zwingli. And what you'll hear is, I'm going to adjust the volume now. So I put it in the position I usually play with it in. I put the output all the way up to give the bass boost. Input right on the edge of that gain, and then I adjust the loudness to pull it back in a little bit. That's with it out. All of a sudden you get late 80s edge. That's the Zwingli. Again, Cali 76 compressor, Zwingli, Ruby Source Audio Collider, and scratchy little picks, and find yourself a good Strat. And yeah, good luck.